Okay, Assalamualaikum. Hi. Okay, today in this video, I want to teach you about depreciation method and calculation. So as we all know, or in class, we have already learned about these two methods, that is straight line and reducing balance. Okay, so let's go to the question number 1. Okay, we go for depreciation straight line method first. So the question number 1, machine bought in 2008 at the cost of 80,000 ringgit. The useful life of the machine is estimated to be 5 years. Calculate the annual depreciation and the net book value for the machine in 2020. Okay, let me open the Excel first. Okay, I made a template so we can save some time. Okay, just now the machine cost is 80,000. So I just put here 80,000. Okay, and the useful life is, well, we can say that we expect the machine to be used for 5 years. So we put 5 years, the useful life of the machine, and to calculate the annual depreciation, we take the cost of the machine, 80,000, and then we divide by the useful life of the machine. That is, just now is 5 years. So we can see here this is 5 years. So we put here 5 years. So when I say the annual depreciation, means that annual means per year. So 1 year, how much it will cost? So we take 80,000 and we divide by 5. I just rewrite it again. And okay, I just make it here as a formula. So I take this 80,000 and divide by 5, and my answer will be 16,000. So the annual depreciation for this machine will be 16,000 per year, meaning that it will be put in the statement of profit and loss in the expenses section as 16,000 for every year. So just now the question asks you about what will be the net book value for the machine in year 2020. Okay, to find the net book value for the machine in the year of 2020, okay, this is my kind of calculation. Okay, first is the cost that, okay, we bought it in 2018. The cost is 80,000. Okay, and then annual depreciation is 16,000. So in 2018, the annual depreciation is, okay, I put it depreciation. Okay, I just put short form as depre. So you have negative 16,000. Okay, so the depreciation, the cost minus depreciation, you will get net book value. So I just put NBV. So I sum up. Now the net book value in 2018 is 64,000. So in 2019, there is another depreciation. The depreciation is still the same because the method is a straight line method, because we have already calculated just now over here. 80 divided by 5, you have every year the depreciation will be 16,000. So I put again 16,000 over here because we need to minus this 16,000, and then I get another net book value, but this net book value is for 2019. So I take from net book value last year minus the depreciation this year. So the net book value for 2019 is 48,000. Okay, the question asks about 2020. So in the year 2020, we have another round of depreciation, and it is again 16,000. So from the depreciation into 2020 is still the same 16,000, and we get the net book value into the 2020 is, well, 48 minus 16, I have 32,000. Okay, so let me do some cosmetics here. Okay, we put a line, so that will be better. Okay, logically it says here 5 years, so we can again do another round here, even though the question is not asking to, ask you to do until 2022, because 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, so 5 years. Because the question asks you until 2020 only, so we stopped at 2020, but never mind, I just continue until 2021. Again, the depreciation is the same, 16,000, and I will get my net book value 32 minus 16, and 16,000, and 2022. Another round of depreciation. This time is 16,000 as well. So the net book value will be 0. Okay, so if a straight line method, whatever amount that you have for the cost, you divide by the number of years, in the end you will get 0 as the net book value. So let me do this cosmetics. So okay, that's it. Okay, that is if the question give you a useful life. Now we continue. I have to change places because there are too many distractions. Okay, sorry. Okay, now for question number 2, that your machine bought in 2018. This is the same question as the previous one, the question 1. So machine bought in 2018 at the cost of 80,000, same. Useful life of the machine is estimated to be 5 years, still the same, but here is we have a different here that is with a salvage value of 20,000. So if you have a salvage value of 20,000, mean that after 5 years the machine is estimated to have a net book value or a salvage value that still can be sold for 20,000. Okay, so let's calculate the annual depreciation and the net book value for the machine in 2020. Previously, we can always go beyond 2020 because this is 5 years, because from 2018 it's 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we should finish at 2022. But here the question asks you until 2020. But never mind, let's calculate. Okay, so I've opened an Excel, what we did from the previous question. So I've deleted some. Okay, so the cost of machine is how much? It's 80,000. Okay, I just extract the important information from here. Useful life still 5 years, and we have a salvage value. So let me put here salvage value. So the salvage value is 20,000. So the formula for this kind of calculation for depreciation is you take the the cost minus the salvage value. Oh, sorry. Okay, and then divide by number of useful life. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Just now I haven't put this into writings, the formula, but okay, for the second question, I make it more clearer for you. So the cost is 80,000. Okay, 80,000 minus salvage value is 20,000, and then useful life is 5 years. Okay, so let me do in the form. Okay, I'm using a formula here, so I take 80,000 minus 20, and then how much? Divide. Oh, sorry. Do you want to accept this correction? No. Okay. So, okay, sorry for that. Just a little bit, just a little bit nervous when I'm doing it online. Okay, divide by 5. Okay, let me see here. Yes, we have 12,000 per year. So the annual depreciation, for the depreciation, if we have a salvage value of 20,000, we have an annual depreciation of 12,000. So this 12,000, again, we will put in the statement of profit and loss in the expenses section. So every year, the expenses of depreciation for this machine is 12,000. Okay, so let us do the my style of calculating the depreciation. That is okay. Cost, I bought it in 2018. I have a cost of 80,000, and then that year I have a depreciation short form. Okay, 12,000. Okay, and I have my net book value. The net book value is the depreciation, is the value of the asset after we minus the depreciation. So I just take this one. Okay, now we have 68,000 for 2018. So let's do 2019. Again, we have depreciation because as long as you have the asset is still in your hand, you need to depreciate unless you do some disposal. So the depreciation still, because still 12,000, because this is a straight line. Okay, so your net book value, in 2019 is 56,000. So now the question asks you to do until 2020. So here comes 2020. We have depreciation, and still it is a 12,000 depreciation per year. So we have the net book value of 44,000. So this is net book value. Okay, since the useful life is how many years? 5 years. So let us continue until 5 years. Even if the question asks you until 2020, so this should be the answer. But then, I just want to show you what if we continue calculating this until the end of its useful life. So 2021, the depreciation is again 12,000, and my net book value is, okay, 44 minus 12, you have 32, and 2022, this is the last year. See, 1 2 3 4 5 5 years. So depreciation is again 12,000, and you have the net book value of 20,000. See, the same here, salvage value 20,000, and the calculation should be getting at 20,000 because this is the salvage value of the machine. So let me do some cosmetics. Okay, alright, and this one, okay, okay, so that's all. I think we have finished question number 2. Remember, if we have salvage value, we need to minus the salvage value first. Then you divide by the useful life, the useful years of useful life. Okay, so let us continue to question number 3. Okay, let me prepare the question number 3 for you. Okay, let's go. Alright, now for question 3. So again, I'm using the same question like the previous question number 1 and number 2. So the machine again bought in 2018 at the cost of 80,000. The annual depreciation is 20% at cost. Calculate the annual depreciation and the net book value for the machine in 2020. So here the question is a little bit different from the previous two questions. The previous two questions is stated the useful life. So the useful life is 5 years. So here I just ignore the useful life. There's no useful life. So maybe the question gives you only the rate. So it's 20% at cost. So if 20%, so actually by logic, how many 20% are there in 100%? So of course 20, 20, 20, 20 and 20 you have 100%. So you can see my fingers shows 5. So of course 20% is also equivalent to 5 years. Okay, so let's do the calculation. Same, the calculation will be exactly, not say exactly, but still I can consider same as the previous one. So let's go and do the calculation. Alright, so let's do the calculation. I return to Excel. Okay, I'm using the same. Okay, this is question 3 now. Okay, question 3. So the cost of a machine still 80,000. Here we don't have the useful life, but we put here depreciation rate. Okay, this is a percentage. So I put here 20%. 20%. So of course there's none regarding the salvage value, so we just delete that. Okay, and then this calculation also we can ignore. So how we do it, we just go straight here. We put here in 2018 we have the cost of a machine is how much is 80,000. Okay, and then the depreciation is at 20%. So I just put here 20%. So depreciation at cost. Okay, let me do some adjustment there. Okay, 20%. Okay, at cost. So if 20% at cost, the depreciation rate need to be based on the cost. So the cost is 80,000. So I just take 20,000 and I multiply with the cost, and I have 16,000 because 20% times 80,000 you got 16,000. So okay, so the net book value will be 64,000. So that is for 2018. What about 2019? We still have depreciation, and again it says here depreciation at cost. So the depreciation at cost is also again the cost 20%, so I just take the 20% over here, and I take 20% multiply with the cost, still 16,000. Keep on repeating the same figure every year, and we know that if it's keep on repeating the same figure, and of course it definitely it is a straight line. Okay, so okay, now the net book value is 48. Okay, so we proceed to 2020. Okay, to 2020. All right, so okay, I just cut and paste because it can we can save some time. Okay, so again I go to the rate and then multiply with the cost. Still you got 16,000, and the net book value is 48. Oh, I forgot to put the negative sign over here. This, if I want to put the negative sign over here, okay, I just alright, and I need to, okay, by -1. Okay, so there. So for this one, I just, okay, again, -1. What is that? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So because should be sum. See, sum. Yeah. All right. And this one should be sum as well. But let me do some correction. Sorry for that. But do something that, okay, yeah, people make mistakes. I also make mistakes. Okay. See. All right. So 2021, we have depreciation 20%. Okay, and then we can still use this one. Okay, let me just, but of course it will be a bit different. See, and then you have your net book value 16. Okay, continue. 2022 depreciation. Okay, so just copy, but I need to change the formula a little bit, and just cut here and paste here. See, okay, sorry about that, my battery's out, so never mind, we do some cosmetics just to make it lovely. Alright, here and here. Okay, so this is the question number 3 regarding the depreciation, that the depreciation state that 20% at cost. So you can see the depreciation 20% will always go to the cost. So 20 go to the cost, 80,000 you got 16, 20% go to the cost, again 16, 20% go to the cost, 16, 16. So the 16,000 keep on repeating until 5 years, because 20% you have 5 20% in 100%, so meaning that they will be 5 years. Okay, so we move on to another kind of question. It's also regarding the straight line method. Okay, let me prepare some question for you. Okay, so we go back to the words. Okay, so question number 4, still straight line method, as I said just now. Okay, question number 4, still same like the previous one, but the question is a little bit different in terms of here. Okay, let me read the question for you. Machine bought in 2018 at a cost of 80,000. The annual depreciation is 20% using straight line method. So calculate the annual depreciation and the net book value for the machine in 2020. So the annual depreciation is 20% using straight line method. So this question straight is clearly stated that you have to use a straight line method, and we know the straight line method, the value of the depreciation that you have calculated will keep on repeating every year with the same figure. So let me show you in Excel format. Okay, let's go to Excel. Alright, this one. Okay, question number 4. So this is question number 4. Okay, so the cost of machine is 80,000, depreciation rate is 20%, and method is using straight, I just put here straight line just to make it clearer. So annual depreciation, okay, previously I haven't shown you the how to calculate, so now you take the cost of a machine, that is 80,000, and you times with, or you multiply with the rate of depreciation. So the rate of depreciation is 20%. So here, by right, I just use the formula. So 80,000 multiplied by 20%, so you have 16,000. There, you see, 16,000. So we can see that every year, the same figure will be deducted from the cost to arrive at that book value. So the depreciation for 5 years keep on repeating 16,000 every year. Okay, so let me show you the calculation. Okay, in 2018 we have cost. Okay, so 80,000, and then the depreciation. Okay, the depreciation is straight line. Okay, I just put here SL straight line 20%. Okay, so I don't want to waste my time, so I just take this value 16,000 and times with -1 because I want to show that we have this negative sign, so we can do the calculation straight away and having our net book value 64,000. And 2019, again we have depreciation. 2019, as long as you have the asset, you need to depreciate. So I'm using the same formula. Oh, sorry. So should be okay. When I cut and paste, it will be like that. So I need to readjust my formula. So again, I got 16,000 over here, and then my net book value is 48,000. So this is my net book value. Okay, 2020. So again, the same depreciation rate, and then I should be getting the same depreciation figure because I just took it from here. I just took it from here, 16,000, and then I this one, so I have 16,000. Alright, so this is my net book value. Okay, what about 2021? I think you can guess already. So let me try cut and paste this. 2. Okay, no. Okay, so this one, alright, here. Okay, see, network value and 20. Oh, sorry, this is 2020, 2022. Okay, so the net book value will be okay. So this one again is 16,000. But if you do your own calculation, you need to have your own calculator, because I'm using this Excel, so I'm very comfortable using it. So I just do the cut and pasting. Okay, so the net book value will be 0. So cosmetics, put the lines bottom here, here. Okay, okay. So now we have finished about straight line method. So I guess you can do on your own if I give you another set of questions. So if you have anything that you want to ask after this, maybe you can drop me a line, or you can also say call me, because I'm a little bit busy at the moment, even though we are now in a state of quarantine, but still I'm always available, inshallah. Okay, so let me prepare the next question, that is reducing balance method. Okay, alright, move on to the depreciation. There's now reducing balance method. Okay, I'm using the same old question like what we did for the straight line method. Now we are using the same question for reducing balance method. This is why, because I want you to look at the similarities and also the difference between the two methods. Okay, so machine bought in 2018 at the cost of 80,000. The annual depreciation is 20% using a reducing balance method. So far, this kind of question, if for reducing balance, they will state clearly the depreciation method. That is here reducing balance method. If you look at the previous question, for straight line method, sometimes they use add cost, sometimes they say straight line method, sometimes they just put okay, we have a useful life, something like that. So but here for reducing balance method, this question will always state clearly that they are using a reducing balance method. Okay, now let's go to the calculation. Okay, so cost of machine is 80,000 and the depreciation rate is 20%. Okay, so I always like to remind myself that I'm now doing the reducing. How reducing balance, or sometimes I use RB. Okay, so there's no specific formula, so I just continue to the calculation. Okay, so we have in 2018, the cost of buying the machine is how much? 80,000. Okay, so the depreciation that I'm using now is reducing balance, so I put it as RB at 20%. Okay, so it's 20%. So for the first year, it is same like what you did for your straight line method. Okay, so I got 16,000. So 16,000. So let me do for you. Let's say if you can make it -1 over here. Oh, no, cannot. Okay, oh, I need to put a bracket. Aha, so where's my negative? Oh, la ilaha illallah. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, now it's 16,000. That all right. So aha. So this is my net book value. Net book value. Okay, what about in 2019? Is it the same calculation with the previous one or the previous method? Okay, so now look closely. Okay, I take here, this is a depreciation for 2019 and still uses 20%, but the method is different now. So the name is reducing balance. You take from the reduced balance. So 20% to calculate this one. Okay, say I take this one, the reduced balance, the net book value, and times with 20%. Now you have different figure. Okay, so let's put here negative 1 and then okay, don't mind about the formula because you are using calculator during your exams unless you are answering using computer. Is a computer based exam, you need to know sort of a formula in your Excel. So see, the 20% depreciation is not based on the cost. It is now based on this value, the net book value or the reduced value from resulted from the previous calculation. So now you have the depreciation of 12,800 and now your okay, I just cut and paste. Now you have 51,200. This is your net book value for 2019. So in 2020, let me see here if I can do the cut and pasting. So see, okay. But for that, let me check the formula. Yes, so it can be used. So this 20%, you take the depreciation for 2020, this 20%, this figure you got from this 20% and you multiply with the previous value. Alright, okay, so this is your net book value for 2020. Okay, now we go for 2021. Even though the question asks you to do until 2020. Okay, 2021, again you have depreciation of 20%. So we don't know how much because we have to take this 20%. Oh, I forgot to put the net book value. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, the net book value is 40,960. So the depreciation for 2021, still I need to take the 20% here. 20% here. Okay, I just put it first. Okay, 20% from the reduced balance. So this is the reduced balance from the previous depreciation. Okay, so take this one, the formula. Okay, now I got 8192. So let me check the. Alright, see, same. And now I get my net book value is, well, the calculation is getting what complicated. That's why you need a calculator. Okay, now for 2020, thank God I'm now using Excel. Okay, so depreciation, still 20%. Oh my God. What happened now? I think it's here. Okay, it's still okay. Not that one. Wow. Okay. It's okay. So the net book value will be, see, now you have this 26214.4. So this is the answer. Okay, let me do some cosmetics, add some borders, bottom border, and now we have here. Okay, so this is how you calculate the reducing balance method. So never mind, I will still give you another set of uh, uh, exercises that you can look through, so we can do it together. So after this, I will show you how to calculate the accumulated depreciation. Okay, so till then, okay, bye.